From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 11.
Tonight, tense moments as a man with special needs goes missing in a local state park.
When they said they couldn't help with electric, they had to be shut off and they couldn't do it. I just went to my car and I prayed.
Also tonight, a community rallying around a kitten trapped in an electrical transformer. And we have a frontrunner in one of the most watched congressional primaries in the country. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Don Schiffman. The Democratic voters of the 19th Congressional District have made their decision, and now, 2 hours after the polls have closed, we are continuing to track the results. And here's a look at the numbers as they stand right now. So right now, we have 375 precincts reporting. Antonio Delgado in the lead with 22% of the vote, and Gareth Rhodes in second with 18% of the vote, Pat Ryan with 17%, and Jeff Beals at 14%. And Dave Clegg with 13, Brian Flynn 12, Aaron Collier with 5%. So at this point, it's looking like Delgado will take on incumbent Republican John Faso in November. By the way, we have reached out to Delgado's campaign numerous times this evening, but no one was available to comment on these unofficial results. Meantime, News Channel 2's Audrey Russo has more now from Otsego County, the part of our viewing area encompassed by the 19th Congressional District. Audrey.
Don, more than 50% of the registered Democratic voters in this Cooperstown election district came out to vote tonight, a robust change from the 2016 Democratic primary. And from talking to some of the voters, they seem to echo the candidate's top priority, that getting John Faso out of the 19th district seat is as important, maybe more, than the candidate who took it from him.
We care a lot about environmental stuff, and he's fallen short on that quite a bit. And health care, I think he fell short on.
Siding with him, no matter, whether he's wrong or right.
The Democrats coming to vote say they have a reason to turn out in droves.
He supports these policies, and he supports this behavior. Any Republican who is not calling the president out on his behavior is not representing this country properly.
But in a district that helped elect both Faso and President Trump, a member of Otsego County's Democratic Party outlines what their candidate needs to do to flip voters on the fence.
We have to have a good, strong local candidate, but we have to have one that supports moderate values throughout the nation.
And in a field of candidates larger than any recent 19th district primary, 6 out of the 7 Democrats running have made a pact they say will ensure a blue victory.
No matter what, we want to make sure that we get John Faso out of this seat. He is not doing anyone any favors, so we all need to come together and make sure that we are working together to get a Democrat in this seat.
Election day is on November 6th. Don, back to you.
All right, Audrey Russo in Cooperstown tonight, and another crowded Democratic field, this one the 21st Congressional District, which includes northern Herkimer County, and just about 113 districts out of the 513 reporting here. And Tedra Cobb appears to have a massive lead over her competitors with 62% of the vote. Patrick Nelson has 8%, Dylan Radigan has 10%, Katie Wilson with a little more than 9%, Emily Martz exactly 9%, and Don Boyagan with less than 1% right there. So the winner here looks to unseat Republican incumbent Elise Stefanik. Just a reminder here once again, we have the results at the bottom of your screen. You can watch that throughout the broadcast. We also have all this information at our website at WKTV.com. All right, I want to get to some breaking news that we have into the News Channel 2 newsroom, and we have live pictures of a structure fire in Ilion right now. This is at East Main Street and East State Street. This is near Eastern Auto Mall, and you can see that it looks to be a home, a house on fire, lots of smoke, and a number of fire departments have been called in. Obviously, the Ilion Fire Department called to the scene, but we've also heard that the Mohawk Fire Department has been called, and Frankfurt, and also the power company called to the scene to cut power to that building. We also know that MOVAC, the ambulance service, is on standby. So as far as any injuries at this point, that is not clear. But again, we are reporting, and we can see right here in this live picture a structure fire in Ilion. This is located at East Main Street and East State Street. Ilion Fire Department on the scene. They've also brought in their ladder truck. A lot of smoke coming out of this house right now. We're going to continue to follow this. Once we do get more information, we're going to pass that along to you on air and at WKTV.com. All right, let's get a first check of the forecast tonight. And for that, Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis live in the Weather Center tracking rain for tomorrow.
Yeah, things are going to change. We're going to get some much needed rain tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Things are looking dry this evening, and we're going to stay dry tonight. 61 degrees is the current temperature. We have clear skies. We've got some clouds on the way. And so as we take a look at your Warner Sales and Service MoCast, you want to get the lawn cut early tomorrow because Thursday is a no-go. And so is tomorrow afternoon with the rain. Friday is a yes, though. We'll get a chance to dry out. Increasing clouds tonight. Rain develops tomorrow. We've got some hot weather in the forecast as we head into the weekend. Here's a look at your fish and game forecast for tomorrow. This comes from Data Sport. You can find this on our website, WKTV.com. Down to 56 tonight, dry with increasing clouds. The morning commute is dry as well, but we are going to be tracking some rain as we head into the second half of the day. Take a look at those rainfall amounts. A look at that Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast that's coming up. Down back to you.
WKTV.com for weather anytime. Go to the weather section. You're going to find the hourly forecast and the weather blog. Also, while we're on the subject, if you're at your smartphone right now, you can go to the Apple App Store or Google Play. You can download the News Channel 2 weather app. All that information right there on your smartphone or your tablet. Firefighters are investigating a house fire in Mannheim, including state fire investigators. Flames broke out at 310 East Biddleman Road right around 3:30 this morning. No one was living here, too. Now, the Dodgeville Fire Chief says that state fire investigators have been on the scene throughout the day today looking into what may have caused this fire. Testimony continued today in the murder retrial of Ricky Woods Jr. He's the Yorkville man accused of shooting and killing 26-year-old Jamal Mathis in December of 2015. Now, most of the testimony today went over the physical evidence found at the scene, but there were also some friends of Mathis who testified, but they didn't want to go on camera. Court resumes tomorrow at 10 a.m. A Utica man who killed his girlfriend's 7-month-old baby was sentenced in Oneida County Court. Jason Nieves will spend the next 20 years in prison. The 20-year-old was initially charged with second-degree murder in the death of Emilia Sanchez, but accepted a plea deal on manslaughter charges.
I would hope that he would take that seriously. The way when I'm speaking and glance at him once in a while, I don't see any remorse. I don't see anything that he really cares what he did.
Now, the baby was sent to the hospital with injuries to her skull. She then died of her injuries. A man with special needs was missing for several hours today in an Otsego County State Park. The Otsego County Sheriff's Office, along with state police, searched Betty and Wilbur Davis State Park in Westford after the man was separated from his group. He was found safe just after 4:30 this afternoon and was evaluated by EMS because of the warm weather today. It was a happy ending for a kitten in Rome. Crews were forced to cut power to several businesses along Hill Road so animal control officers could rescue the kitten. And brand new tonight, we're hearing from a woman who helped to rescue that cat.
He's beautiful.
Hooray!
Very emotional right there. That cat was stuck in a utility box since last Friday. Griffiths Utility Services Corporation had to de-energize the transformer to get the animal out safely. Many of the people who work in the businesses nearby could actually hear the kitten trapped inside. And one woman that we talked with said that she was told about the situation last Friday. Since then, she's been putting out food.
You know, it may be little to someone, but you know what? It's big in our hearts. I thank everybody. I thank the mayor for doing this for us, and the people that had their power turned off, and for all you guys that came from Purrs and Whiskers and everyone else, and my friend over here with his dogs that come to my dog, Kathy, who made the first phone call. She's the one that's going to be the mommy to it. And these guys here at the Griffiths Utility Service, we thank them. The fire department, the police, Dan over here, and Don. I mean, there's just so many people. I can't thank everybody. I just thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
There were actually several kittens in there at one point. All but one didn't find its way out. And like she just said, that kitten has already been adopted. A popular menu item at Utica Bread has caught the eye of a food and wine publication. Foodandwine.com says that the best chocolate croissant she'll eat all year is hiding out at a bakery in mostly overlooked Utica. The author made a pit stop in Utica while traveling the Thruway. He said he wanted some coffee, ended up stumbling upon Utica Bread in the process. While there, he discovered Utica Bread's chocolate croissants. He loved them so much, he decided to write about it. And he also talked up the rest of the city.
I don't think you can write an article about Utica Bread without writing about Bag Square or the revitalization of downtown Utica or you know, the Taylor and the Cook and Utica Coffee and Bite and Ocean Blue and yeah, I feel like that we're all kind of interconnected. I just don't think that you can talk about Utica Bread without talking about the bigger picture today.
By the way, I asked Hardiman what makes your croissants so great. He said it's the butter, all the butter. You can read the Food and Wine publication. I've made a link at WKTV.com. And coming up here tonight on News Channel 2 at 11, they're great at celebrating parties, but now Party City wants to master the toy business. Also tonight, that breaking news we've been following, that structure fire in Ilion. Lots of smoke. You can see the live pictures right here. Multiple crews on the scene. Updated information coming up. Bill.
And we are looking at some rain as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures will be cooler as well. Have a look at your forecast coming up.